Legends, statements, store. Ow. I'm here, yes, I'm here. I'm here, I'm here, and I'm so sorry. Legends, statements, legends. I'm here, yes, I'm here. I'm here, I'm here.
Hello, babies, and how y'all doing? And welcome back to episode 6 of Diva Den. Ooh, it's been a minute. We had to take a break last week, but we are glad that you are back. If you have any questions or comments, please do so on my live thread because we won't be able to see them if you comment somewhere else. We hope that you've been safe this week, and we have missed you. And I'm going to bring in the crew so that we can get busy and have a fun-filled night. Hey, y'all.
Hey,
What's going on?
chilling. Yes, Dallas, you better spin.
He is spinning, honey. He is spinning. So let's go around and do a check-in. How everybody been? Check in. Whoever want to go first.
Good. Glad to be here. Glad to be here. Glad to be back in the den. Glad to be back with y'all. Ready to talk about these past few weeks in the hot news and everything else. How
Mhm.
y'all been?
Hey everybody. I've had a long weekend, so I'm like really trying to get myself together to go into this other weekend. But I'm just ready to, I'm ready for the shit. So let's get it started. Shoot.
You muted,
You
Dallas.
muted, Dallas.
No, my bad. I'm back, but now, all right. So thank y'all for tuning in again. I've been busy. I had a busy week. I'm in school, so I'm a student. So I have a lot of school work I'm doing, but I'm here. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad that you tuned in. Yeah, let's get into it.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, I'm glad everybody was good. So, it's been so much going on. But first, I wanted to start off just with this conversation because I don't know if you paid attention to the news today, but somebody had the audacity to break into Babes of Currytown.
What?
Yes, girl. Yes.
No.
They stole $1,000 worth of stuff that included cabinets and a power washer and basic supplies. So their surveillance camera captured that picture. That's the asshole.
I'm a
Who,
Takashi 6ix9ine him, whoever he is. He dead wrong for what he did.
Why would you
And he
do
got a
that?
peanut head. That's a good shot. Anybody who sees somebody with a head like that, that's a peanut. That's the peanut M&M. Y'all know who he is. You
yeah,
know who he is.
Yeah.
that was a
Look
very
at
good.
them glasses.
That's sad.
Mm,
You
mm,
need
mm,
your
mm.
ass whooped.
And he ain't power washing nothing in the rain. So what you stealing it for?
Right, and for what? It's ridiculous. Like you go stealing from a club. Like
Out of all places for you to steal something from,
But you know
like
what? Not trying to be funny. It had to be somebody who has been in there because how would they just go in there and take a power washer? You get what I'm saying?
right, right.
and supplies and stuff. So yeah,
Yeah, of that nature. So it was somebody who had been in there before and
No.
was just snooping around, and they had to know for them to just take certain stuff like that of value.
Yeah, yeah. But
yeah.
that's all right. They gonna get him.
Well, girl, I know the unemployment tax is, it's hard.
They
You got to go and break up in people's stuff.
Insurance.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm sure they had insurance, and
Well,
that's
don't they got a stroll in Richmond?
a what?
A stroll.
For the viewers who may not know what a stroll is, Brianna, what is a stroll?
A stroll is when you're on hard times and you need to make a little bit of quick cash and you could go on Broad Street or like down here on Church Street and stand on the corner and do some strange things for some change. So I think that's what they should have did. They should have did some
Wait a
strange
minute. Wait a
things.
minute. Wait a minute. I gotta write this down.
Uh-huh.
What was that last piece?
It's
Strange.
strange things for some change.
And what's the street you say down there where you
Church
at?
Street.
Send
the people. Send the people.
Church Street is for the girls and Granby is for the boys.
Where my sister ass go? I can't make no money.
You'll be on Church Street in the back.
Oh, okay.
And then you'll be in Oakwood when Mel find out.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Then you will definitely be in Oakwood. Yeah, but that is a mess. I'm gonna pop the picture up again. If anybody has seen this asshole, please make sure you
And he looked light skinned, so that means he the light skinned Eminem, peanut head Eminem. He wear glasses. Look at the ramp. Y'all know who he is.
And he DL. I'll put that out there.
Yeah, because he was going to the bathroom and saw that equipment.
Yeah.
So now your business out there.
Brianna, you are a mess. Miss Kelly Bread said, "Damn fool."
Right.
Hey Snooty, she said,
Hey,
"Laugh
Snooty.
we love you, Snooty." Hey Thomas.
Hey, Thomas.
Yes,
Thank y'all for watching. Thank you for chiming in. So, child, the rain has been so bad out here. You know, we got floods everywhere. They didn't declare Chesterfield a local state of emergency due to flooding.
Yes.
Girl, I was coming home and the water was so high, I had to back up because it was starting to come up on the sides of the car. The rain,
But the Poe White was flooded.
the pow height.
Excuse me. I would go back to when my grandmother called it the Poe White, but I will let that street live. I let it live.
But you know, people do pronounce it both ways. They say Po White and Pow Height.
And you know, she would argue. You know, I'm like, I ain't gonna argue with you, but you know, you it was flooded. It was flooded. And Snooty said they almost got stuck in it. Oh my God.
Oh goodness. And Snooty, you weren't trying to swim, I'm sure.
I'm gonna tell you, I can't get stuck in no rain. I'm gonna tell you, my truck better not get stuck in no puddles of water.
But look, I had thought about this today, and I don't know if people watching have answers to this question. This was something that I was wondering about because of all the rain, right? We got those flood walls. Have they tested those flood walls? Do they? When was the last time they tested the flood walls? You know what I'm saying?
What's the flood walls?
If I'm not mistaken, I think when they repaired them, I want to say that they did test it, but they didn't test it. I may be wrong. I wouldn't try it.
What's that?
Because we had a flood. What year was that, Zane? It's 2004?
Oh my God.
2004, 6 was the Gaston.
Yeah, it was Hurricane Gaston, and the wall we're speaking of is by a bridge, and it's like
it's supposed to block the river from flooding because the river flooded, and it killed a lot of people. It damaged a lot of stuff. You know, it was terrible. So they built this wall that was supposed to protect the water if it flooded again, so it wouldn't, you know, mess up Shockoe Bottom. And I'm just like wondering, when is the last time that they tested it?
Well, I mean, Shockoe Bottom has always been an area that is prone to flooding. And at the end of the day, we could be real honest about a whole lot of things. Do we really think that the fixing of the wall or the or the floodgates actually is going to work? I don't know. I don't live there. I do live close. Oh crap!
I don't live that close. Me and Dallas don't live that close.
Well, I live on top of Church Hill, so if Shockoe floods, I'll be good. but it is something to think about with all this rain. I mean, it's flooding down in the going into Henrico. All the side streets are flooded. You can see the actual creeks in the woods by Evergreen and all those areas. It's nice to look at, but that's what I thought. I'm like, where is all this water flowing to?
Is it by the jail?
I don't know. I haven't been down that way.
No, I try not to go that way either.
But part of 9 Mile Road was flooded by Creighton.
You got a car, you could always ride up there and go past the jail and see what's happening.
I done had my time riding up and round and down. I don't need to go.
Seems like you want to do some outreach. Thomas Martin said Belmont is flooded. Yeah, I can believe it.
Oh my God.
I can believe
Well,
it.
I just hope everybody is safe. You know, a lot of people are going into areas where they may not be familiar with you know, with the water issues, like at Magnolia. Is it Magnolia over there off of Mechanicsville that floods?
In the
And
bridge.
and everyone knows not to go there. I can imagine what that looks like right now with all that rain.
So people need to just be safe. Be safe.
And slow down.
Yeah, slow down.
It's hydroplane, and you can definitely, if you want that, hydroplane.
If your tires is as
Martin, slow down.
Yep. If your tires is as bald as a baby's ass, don't go out there. Don't go out there.
Yeah.
If you got liability and you out there with tires slick as a baby's ass, stay in the house.
Now, what if you got full coverage and bald tires?
Just go ahead and stay in the house, cause just stay in the house. Them bald tires alone are how you scream.
Now, what if you got good tires and liability?
And just stay in the house. That liability ain't helping no fucking body.
Yeah, no.
That liability, you know, people get that liability shit, and I be like, I don't understand liability coverage. Actually, I'm like, if it ain't full, if I get fucked up, I need somebody to take care of what the problem is. I'm already fucked up. I can't afford to have no broken bones, and then I need insurance to pay for that.
Yeah, I don't get that either. Why people just have liability insurance. Like, because if you're going to make the initial investment to get a car, fully cover it so that if something happens, you can walk away and get another one or get some cash towards getting another one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Anthony Lynch said, well, if you see water across the road, turn around. Don't cross through it.
That's right.
Wait.
People got stuck.
You know what be pissing me off? When people be seeing it flooded somewhere, and they got a car that's low to the ground, and you just see they dumb ass creeping through. And you know what I do? I just sit back and I just watch. And I said, look at these damn fools. And then next thing you know, they creeping, and they don't know it's a dip.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, they cover with water, and they sitting there got to jump out the car and help me, Lord. And I just be sitting there like, damn fool. But that's dumb.
I got a truck and I don't play around with the water. I'm scared I think it's gonna cut my truck off.
It will.
I'm scared to drive it.
It will. It will mess your goddamn engine up. I mean,
And
I had a truck once, and I was just like, I ain't even gonna try.
Well, you know, Zakia got me thinking now, because where I'm located around little small areas of water. And now I want to know if they've checked the floodgates or the flood wall. Now you got me thinking, Zakia.
Because I don't know the last sign. Like, honestly, that's the stuff I be thinking about. I be thinking about crazy stuff. But, I mean, it's reality.
Well, the slip is a bowl. The slip is a bowl. That's all it is. So it's good for you to think about that, because I've seen a lot of sewage not able to drain, streets everywhere. You know, that speaks to our sewage system and our what do you call it?
Because, girl, these people out here, their front yards look like swimming pools and lakes in the front.
My sister Kissa's yard looks like it.
Yeah, and the water treatment plant, because of all the sewer that's in the James River anyway.
Yeah, because you know they have some some access points that dump directly into the James down there about in the slip.
And the sad part is that a couple of them over here by my house, because you smell it when you get off of the highway exit, you die.
Zakia, what, hold
Let me
on.
tell. Anyway, let me tell you a funny story. This is hilarious. So you remember when I first started Nation Zena, and I used to Uber all the time, right?
Yes.
So I have picked up these Latinx gentlemen, and they were in my truck, right? So I was taking them to Midlothian Turnpike to to like this little club that's on Midlothian Turnpike by Rosie's, right? You know what I'm talking about?
Uh-huh.
And so if y'all know what I'm talking about, chime in. So anyway, you know when you go past the Moore Street exit, right?
Right.
That scent, hey Aaliyah, that scent is raw. You know what I'm saying? Girl, I'm driving and we go past that thing. Oh, child, they start letting me have it. And you know, I always keep my Google Translate on, so they had thought I had passed gas. It was really,
Are you
like, they
serious?
kept talking myself, roll the window down, roll the window down. I said, no, it wasn't me. That's what I keep trying to tell them, right? So they said, no, roll the window down. Girl, I rolled the windows down. They was like, oh, no. Roll the window down.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm over it.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Southside rough.
Oh,
Southside is
Why do it smell
rough.
like that?
because that's
Because the suit,
some of the sewer spots are. Like, they got some.
the treatment centers over there.
Ooh.
They burn it up. It's a little flame too on the one that's lit up right by that off of 95. You can see
Yes,
a
Lord,
little
burning
flame.
burning the gas off the boo boo.
Mhm.
And you know, it's so funny because even just thinking about traveling, even as a kid, because I'm from Richmond. So, you know, driving on I-95 from like Petersburg is nothing. And just to know you was in Richmond when you saw the Marlboro cigarette and you
Bell
smelled
shit.
shit. You knew you knew you
Yeah, and I used to be like, dang, this what people, like when people first get into our city, this is what they smell.
Shit.
This is what they treat
And
us.
I used to get so mad when I lived over Southside, and people would ask me where I was from, and I was like, I did not want to tell them I was from Southside. And I mean, I was in elementary school, but I'm like, you know, that's the shit side. You know, that's all it smells like over Southside. It's just shit.
The shitty south.
Well, not too much now. Not in Chesterfield County. Not too much. Not in Chesterfield County.
Oh, that's not my neighborhood.
Hey,
Hey, hey, Quan.
Chopsticks.
Yeah.
my baby's fundraiser is still going on Facebook. We got until August the 21st. If you want to donate, go to my page. Please donate. We fly out next week for me to take him to Georgia State. So show a little love and hit that. He is leaving, girl. I know you having anxiety issues too, Z, because
Yes.
too.
Yes, she will be gone Thursday. I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. That's the last child in the house.
So
I
then,
want to go. I want to go to P Valley. I want to go see Mr. Clifford and get me a job.
uh,
What are you laughing for? I want to get me a job.
no, girl, you must want Mel to beat you.
Mel gonna come throw some dollars too,
I know that's right.
and he gonna be the one helping me pick my dollars up off the floor. When I come down the pole, he gonna be right there picking up all the dollars before I hit the ground.
I feel like it's on OnlyFans. That's the way to go. OnlyFans, you don't have to be in the club and coronavirus and any other virus. You can be on OnlyFans and you set
Well,
your
you know
prices to all
that's
those
the
shops.
thing now, though. Everybody is getting a freaking OnlyFans page.
So do you have an OnlyFans, Dallas?
I'm on all social media at Dallas.
Hold on. What you say?
I'm
You
on
heard.
all my social media to say Dallas the Don as down there.
Yes, that was a very political answer, Dallas. Dallas said all of my social media, so go look if you want. It's at Dallas.
But I mean, it's the way to go. I mean, right now, you're
Ain't nothing
talking
wrong
about
with our OnlyFans.
no. I mean, when you think about it, we're talking about almost Cold War. People not, people not eating, people not working. And if people want to spend their money on people doing what they do in the privacy of their own home, spend their money. A.
So then
A.
I can create me an OnlyFans.
Yeah, girl.
Oh, baby, look. Oh, look, Zakia. Oh, they waiting for that, baby. They're going to say, oh, yeah, got her. The haters going to be looking.
And at the end of the day, what? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, what?
We're human. Well,
Exactly.
I don't have an OnlyFans.
But I'm just saying, I'm grown, so anything that I do, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm woman enough to own up to what I do. And then secondly, it's my life and it's their lives, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And if that floats your boat, who is that for somebody to judge? It's not hurting anybody, they not touching nobody, not putting nobody at
Right.
risk, you know what I'm saying? That's people profiting off of fetishes and what people like. And then it's
Right.
for trans women, most of them fetishize us anyway. You understand what
Mhm.
I'm saying? So, and the way that they come off, sometimes they need to be charged the way they come out of their mouth.
Right.
So, like OnlyFans, I think is a legit way of people to be entrepreneurs and make money. But
Yeah.
that still doesn't deter their integrity or who they are as people or their value
Right.
or anything. So if y'all doing OnlyFans, get your life. If you see my OnlyFans, don't judge me. I'm getting mine. I'm leveling up. I want a new house.
But
You
Hey,
know, if
Toria. Hey, cousin.
you have
if
rich, you have famous people that are doing it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not, it's a trend. After a
yeah,
while, it's going to go away because
but
they're going
you
to find something else to do. But at this time, right now, it's nothing to do but look at your goddamn four walls, look retarded, play with your dog,
right.
feed the fish. You know what I'm saying? If you're not working, it's really not nothing. And then with them cutting the unemployment, you know what I'm saying? And then they haven't made it retroactive for the 400. You know what I'm saying? So people is like, they got to do what they got to do.
Well, I don't think speaking of money, ain't nobody getting no more checks. What is going on?
Let me tell you, honey.
I know people who haven't gotten their checks in 5 weeks. And hey, King, I love you.
Yeah.
He signed the executive order because they couldn't get it together.
Right, an
So
illegal executive order.
yeah, so it's supposed to
Yeah,
be
say that again.
Illegal executive order.
so it's supposed to be $400 a week, but they still haven't said nothing about the lump sum that everybody's supposed to get.
Well,
But
what
I don't know when the $400 is supposed to hit.
That's why I'm in support of a universal income because I'm not getting a check from somebody. I wish I
me
was
neither.
getting multiple checks, but I'm working, and so unfortunately for me, I don't have that luxury of receiving a monthly check. But I wish, and with being a student loan debt, and just everything,
Hmm.
I wish that there was some type of universal income that they would create because it's nothing but a right. Bankruptcy can be written off by a judge and a
Yep.
signature. There's
Yep.
no reason why our quality of life shouldn't be more and what we're going through. We should definitely have the ability to have some type of universal income that everybody gets. Everybody gets $1,000 check from the
So then
government. Everybody.
you should have endorsed Andrew Yang.
I
I
did.
was I was
I
Yang Gang.
did.
I was
I
Yang
was
Gang.
gang gang.
I
And
like
that's what
it.
you you know what it's so funny that one, we're on this subject, and two,
Hey,
Dallas, I did not know you were part
Hey,
of the
Yana.
Yang Gang. So
I was Yang. I was Yang.
yeah,
I was Yang Gang.
and because I really believed in that. I believe that that could help everyone. Everyone is on the same economic level, especially when it comes to student loan debt. I sit here now, I think if I'm able to, one, do universal income, get rid of my student debt. You've already put me in a position to be a very powerful middle class Black family. You really have assisted me greatly, but that's too much like right.
And shift some funds to the colleges and give some funding to them and make school free
Yeah,
who want higher education.
yeah.
Right.
Because I went back to where I am now, so I could get a free education, and it's like I'm getting that free education, but at the end of the day, what's the cost to me to get that free education?
Yeah.
But you gotta do what you gotta do.
Opportunity cost.
And let's not even
Opportunity.
talk about reparations, because I think if it was that type of income, then it should be some added income for folks who are Black, who help build this country, so they should get some extra checks too.
I want $100 per lash. per lash. Per lash.
You're
on
gonna
my
be a
ancestors' back.
billionaire. You'll
No.
be a billionaire.
No, how about $200 per second times the many years that we as Black people have endured what we have endured?
Right.
How
And I
about
think it's hard to put a price too
It
from just
really
being from the
is.
outside. Like when I look at it and I try to think about how do we incorporate that, and just from being myself not experiencing, I'm very limited on my opinion on it. But I know one thing that I'm looking at is it's very hard to put a price tag in what price, because it's just like
What
I,
somebody had
feel,
actually
I feel what y'all saying,
something.
but what I'm saying is not. I'm saying $200 a second per person times those many years.
well,
You're gonna be
some
a zillionaire. I'm a zillionaire.
That sounds good.
somebody
Dude.
had actually did some numbers on a few things, and it actually comes out to around $325,000 per person. And they calculated educational costs. They calculated a few things that they felt we were wronged in. And I'm like, 325,000, I don't think is a lot. I don't think it's a lot. Would I accept it? Hell yeah, I accept it.
Well, when
Have
they
I
gonna
had,
give it to us?
huh?
When they gonna give it to us? I'm waiting.
We not going that. I think that I don't think nobody would ever be able to get that for us. That's just my opinion.
I'm waiting on my FEMA.
Don't never say never.
No, well, I ain't
Hmm.
gonna say. I tell you what. If right
We never
now,
thought we would see a Black president.
that is true.
We never
Work.
thought.
We
Yeah.
about to see a woman
Well, we
vice
done had
president.
2 Black presidents,
Who?
Clinton and Obama.
Girl, Clinton ain't no Clinton.
Mm.
Clinton was a Negro when it was convenient, with his saxophone blowing it. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh my
Well,
God.
you can't say.
So
What is it you
speaking,
can't think about Clinton, honey?
I'm sorry. I did
Oh,
Clinton good.
the
I
girl
voted
can't
for him
say. He
twice.
smoked a little weed, he got a little head.
Our first woman vice president,
Senator Kamala Harris.
and she gonna eat Pence up come October.
Wait,
So
who?
y'all know I'm an independent, and so I was
So am
I've
I.
been kind of hard with everything going
So
on
have
and
I.
just ready. I wasn't riding for Biden, and I feel like she's a little late to the party, and I wish she would have came a little while ago. But I really like Mamala. You know, I like her on the debate. She's giving me something different. I feel like
Yeah,
she's strong. We know
yeah.
she can debate. I liked her in the debate, and I was really kind of disappointed when she kind of just fell by the wind. But I knew something was coming up, but that's just politics. Like she was going after
Hmm.
him initially, and now, boom, 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 we best friends running together. And I feel like she's a little late to the party. I would rather have seen her earlier on in the campaign to really boost it up and see. But so now I'm just tuned in, waiting to see more. But I
But it
do
wasn't.
enjoy.
It wasn't up to her when she could get in. It was up to him.
Well, that's what he's slow. So that's
Yeah,
what the thing of it is.
yeah,
She
and
was ready. She came to the debate, so she was running for president. So she's
mhm.
ready. So she's been ready. She showed up because she was running for president in the
But
debate. She ready.
listen to her speech when they were in Delaware, and she was very eloquent. I was a little like on the fence with her, but just after hearing her speak, I'm more convinced. I feel like anything is better than what
Yes.
we have in office now. So
Right.
it is.
Mhm.
extremely going to be a breath of fresh air to have a different
Mhm.
perspective and to see a woman that is so eloquent, so accomplished,
Yeah,
as in office to make change for our people. Yes, she got some issues and some stuff, but that's everybody. We all got them.
yeah.
And
And I
that's
know for me,
go ahead, Zena.
I know for me, I'm like Dallas. I'm an independent as well, and she wasn't my choice. However, I've had a few days to think about it, and I'm like, sh- one, I believe it's already over. She gonna eat Pence up, and they're running scared. I've noticed the pattern of Republicans running scared since they announced, and I think they should have announced early because I think it would have made them run scared a little bit earlier than now. So it's like we need change, and it needs to come now. I don't have to like her to vote for to help our country get out the issues that we're in now.
And
Mhm.
I think, and one thing I've seen people put things about her because she used to be a prosecutor.
Oh
Attorney
yeah, she was.
General, yeah, lawyer,
Okay, and
Gemini said it was done
senator.
time. Checkmate.
Yes, that's checkmate. He's absolutely right. I can, like I said, I can hate her all I want to. I can not like her policies or views or whatever. This was checkmate, and everyone knew it. Everyone knows it in Dal in DC. So it's a wrap. She was actually the one for them.
Yeah, I like Kamala. I just don't want to see her used as the pawn. You get what I'm saying? In the game
That
of
as
chess,
well.
like, and you know what I'm saying? To me, she's a strong woman. She came out swinging for president. So even though vice president, I think anything because if something happens to Joe Biden, Kamala would step in and fill that role. So I just feel like she was good, performed well at the debate. She seems to be relatable. She's very
Hmm.
pro gay, trans right. I think we need that with what's
Hmm.
going on with all of the rollbacks and so forth. So I'm just a fan. I'm just waiting to see more. And I'd actually like to see her take more of a lead role and let Joe Biden needs to go ahead and let Kamala lead the way a little bit. Women first. She let
But
the ladies go first.
I think that was by design. I heard that one of the biggest reasons with her was that she's young and they don't I think they honestly believe that if he passes or leaves this earth, she would be a great president.
And you also did you listen to what he said that when he asked Obama had asked him to be the last voice in the room with him when he discussing stuff and asking the hard questions, and that's what he asked of her. And I know that they know that she is thorough. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? She is about her business.
And she could
And
keep Biden in check.
yeah, and Dallas, she may be, you say they hope that they don't use her as a pawn, but at the end of the day, I'm sure that woman is smart and she know what it is. And now she has made history and she has a opportunity to show what she can do. And I
Right.
think with her given this opportunity, she is like going to use it to the best of her ability and excel as she has excelled and her other roles in all.
Hmm.
So
And
and
I don't.
I don't think it's nothing. I mean, I understand what Dallas is saying, using her as a pawn, which that is a on the Democratic side, that is kind of a smart tactic because they think it's for them to win, it's not for them to lose. So people are going to be throwing all kind of salt on, you know what I'm saying, salt on each other. So I would think like, hey, I'm thinking like, hey, that was a smart idea, but
Hmm.
she know what the set is. She not dumb. She know that they're using her. You know what I'm saying, to win the election, but
What
she's gonna make the best out of it for herself. You get what I'm
68
saying?
68% of Indian American people voted for Hillary Clinton. I'm gonna leave that right there. The moment they announced her, she's gonna bring groups that have been not talked about, groups who are left in the wind, like blacks,
overlooked, yeah.
overlooked, treated unfairly.
But,
We don't talk about these groups. These groups are going to come out to the polls and they're going to vote.
but
So for the past few days, I've been soul searching. It's a wrap. I've been knew it's a wrap.
But
And
one
It,
thing you gotta do,
Cornelius Leonard says she's a Howard University graduate, aka pro trans rights, pro gay rights, pro equal rights. He said the case is shut and closed. He said this ticket represents diversity, equality, fairness, and a better future. Vote blue.
but see the thing is with her, she like she's ready. She's really ready, and a lot of people they weren't for Obama. You know what I'm saying? Change has to come. Change has to come. Even though Donald Trump is gonna try to fix stuff in the end when it get close to voting, and we need to get past of this voting, this funny voting stuff that they're trying to do. Because I just got a letter in the mail. I didn't read it, but it was about something about voting. So I think they're gonna try to do some funny stuff with this corona. Put your goddamn mask on and go to the polls and vote.
with
Put your mask on.
they're already taking from what I've been reading, they've been taking away post office places where you can drop your mail off. They've been taking those out of places. They're really trying their hardest to stop the mail in vote. And they're stopping. And I'm gonna tell you what's funny about this. We talk about all these groups that's going to decide this election. I have a newly minted 18-year-old in my house. How many people just turned 18 and got a vote in this election? They're off at school. So if he takes away mail-in or whatever, and those kids have to mail in a vote. They can't vote at their schools. So we have to make sure our kids vote in November.
I don't like that mail-in vote. That's gonna be the effery that's gonna get us that mail-in vote is because it's how can you monitor it? How can you monitor mail-in votes? If they can get away with messing with the votes that we, you know what I'm saying, that we go to the polls with, what do you think they will do with mail-in votes?
And you know what's so crazy that we talk about this?
So
We're talking about mail-in voting, but we have people who get medicine by mail. We have our vets who get medicine by mail. You know, we have a lot of people who get their meds by mail.
And they're saying that the ballots that are just sitting in large piles, you know, no one's attending to them. The post office, the postmaster has stopped allowing overtime, which is causing a delay in the delivery of mail. We've had multiple post workers you've seen in the mail where they're not even delivering mail to the people's house. They're taking the mail, putting it in storage units, so they don't even have to deliver. You got people selling mail. There's a lot going on in the mail.
Yeah, it's crazy because I sent something to Kayla in Florida. It's Continental Elite. You know, they opened up the envelope and took what was in it out and sealed the envelope back and mailed it and sent it on to her. So when she got it, she was like, "Sis, you sent me an empty envelope." I was like, "No, girl."
Oh my God.
And you know what? I would have went to the
Shit is real.
It is real. As
That's
they
crazy.
say, people
That's crazy.
hungry out here. And people being greedy. It's a little greed too.
No,
You know, when you
greedy. What about these people that's been stealing this money and been getting people's guys' social security numbers and girls' social security numbers and saying that they worked and all this stuff and they getting all this money?
Well, you know, I got a monitor on my credit right now because my wallet was stolen, you know, right at the beginning of all this. You know, so it's like crazy that people are going around stealing people's information, you know, to get money. The only thing about me, I'm telling you, you going to jail because I work.
Oh, but
I work.
If you steal my information, you're gonna gag. You're going down. They're gonna say, "Oh, thank you." You're going down.
Well, shameless plug. That's why I love Capital One, honey. They give you your alerts, honey.
All I gotta say is if you go to the Richmond City Jail under my name, when they do your fingerprints, Bitch, you catching an extra charge, and that's all I gotta say. You catching that extra charge.
Now, if you go to Henrico, let me stop.
Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. I want to shift the conversation a bit because this past week, I just want to take a moment to honor a friend of mine. It's a gentleman by the name of Paul Lucas. Paul was an amazing playwright. He created this piece called Transcripts. He interviewed 75 transgendered women from all over the world. And I was lucky enough to be one of the characters in the play. And he lost his battle to cancer, and he was such an amazing individual. So I wanted to take an opportunity just to share what an amazing piece of artistry and education that he left for the world, and how someone who that wasn't even transgender, didn't even identify as transgender, what an amazing way to show up as an ally and tell our stories. And so I want to share with y'all so in the first one, it was MJ Rodriguez and Bianca Lee, and then Eden Lane.
How fun that we're in New York City beginning our rehearsals for the premiere at American Repertory Theater Company. This has had a life before at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, where it won 2 awards, including the Amnesty International Award, and a couple of readings and workshops here and there. But this is a very different production, and it's having a new life. Take me to that moment where you're sitting in the rehearsal room and watching that happen and knowing that it's kind of an awesome responsibility, as one might say.
We had such a phenomenal response to the piece in Edinburgh. We all hoped that something would happen with the work afterwards. When we finally got into the rehearsal room, it felt, right, okay, this is now really happening, because obviously this is a big deal. It's a made-for-theatre company. And okay, I'm not diminishing our achievements in Edinburgh, but this feels like a whole next plateau, a whole other step for the piece,
It's hard to describe, because when you look at this piece of theater that we've been working on for so long, and you look at how important it's going to be to share these stories, it's tremendous. But then as an individual, to be working with ART is a joy. A lot of queer actors, certainly a lot of trans actors. We work here, we work there, we find our way, and a lot of the stuff we do is unconventional, alternative, downtown. So to be able to work in a major regional theater, it is profoundly moving.
Transcripts is one of the very first times that the American theater is devoting a play completely not only to transgender lives, but in their own words.
Well, the playwright is the gentleman that did all the interviews, over 75 interviews with trans women from across the globe.
Paul's the ultimate ally, really. He's the facilitator of telling these stories. We're not necessarily impersonating these ladies. We are creating a piece of theatre in order to reflect their lives. I think it's important to remember that it's not just a facsimile of everything that occurred in those conversations. This is theatre. It's a play. I think that distinction needs to be sort of remembered.
Paul has done a beautiful job of finding diverse voices and
of the characters.
There are 7 different women in different races, different continents, different ages of transition,
Mhm.
very different viewpoints of what being trans is,
Mhm.
what they hope to accomplish as individuals and within the community. And I think that was Paul's impetus, is to have a wide range. This is what is so important about this play. People are going to say, wow, I had no idea the breadth of the experience.
MJ, you've mostly been known for doing musical theater, and you're sitting in this rehearsal room for the American Repertory Theater Company, also known for musical theater, but you're working in a very different kind of project. Take me to that moment where it hit you.
It hit me in the very beginning of the process. I've always looked at, like Trojan women and if I can say the vagina monologues. I mean, those were very, very.
You're allowed to say the vagina
Okay, good,
monologues.
because I didn't know if it was.
Only
But yeah,
once.
those are right. But those were really like important plays to me, but they weren't our narratives. And finally, we have our narratives being told in that light. And like Bianca said, there's a vast variety of beautiful races on stage, as well as different stories that are being told. And I think that it's very important that our stories be heard, and as well as the audience, the masses, seeing that our lives are normal, whether we had to work towards normalcy or whether it was just normal from the start. And that's when it really hit me. And I hope that the audiences receive that. I don't hope, I know they'll get it.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
If I was going to give you one phrase, one sentence to tell me what your hope is for this really historic production on a major theater, what would that one phrase or sentence be?
Open-mindedness. I always tell people, you don't have to understand. You don't have to agree. You can like it. But the most important thing I would want for anyone when they're being introduced to a show like this, or any type of show, but specifically a show like this, is to be open-minded to understanding our lives. And like I said, our narratives, because it's very important, because that will create a space for us and to live in a society like how we want to live.
I think there is such potential in this, in the life of this play and in this production, and I would like it to be a springboard so that other people's minds and hearts can be opened.
On Broadway.
Maybe the West End, perhaps.
Oh, that would be cute. That would be really cute.
Or both.
Or both.
Exactly.
Wow, very powerful.
I think it's so important that it be mainstream because trans are still fighting for their rights just to live as humans and to be accepted and to not be judged or the violence. Look at all the trans murders that have happened this year alone compared to last year. So it's so important to bring awareness.
Rest in peace, Paul.
Thank you, Paul, for all you did.
Zakia, I'm
Yeah.
gonna let you know they had offered me a part, right? But I had turned it down to being 2-1 Food 3. I told the girls, I said I'm gonna make a comeback.
Well,
Excuse me.
Get me in there too.
Right.
I'll be the new Patrick Swayze.
might should have passed that up because
Timmy doesn't have a club car.
you might should have passed that up. But he really created something. Dallas, you saw it, right? When it was here, correct?
Yeah, the play.
I saw bits and pieces. I
It
was
was.
It looked
working
like
that night.
I'm really glad that people are starting to do. And he did that in 2017, correct?
Yeah, but we did a run here in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think 18ish.
Okay.
19,
If somebody
19.
is doing stuff like that.
But it was really powerful, and it
Yeah.
Moving.
really it talks about everything. And the crazy part is that a lot of me is in the play. I'm a character in the play, and I'm not just saying that it's powerful because I'm a character in the play, but it really starts off, and everybody is telling their childhood stories. And I don't know how you'll be able to see the entire production. I do know that some people have it, but with him passing, I don't know what's going to happen with the work. That's the sad part. And he was also working on a part two, and I would
Mm.
love to have found out, what was happening in part two. But I just thank him for providing that artistry that gave knowledge to people. Because if you really saw the play, it was really, really powerful. So.
It was.
Moving.
Is
Ooh.
it still raining outside? Is it raining where everyone is?
Yes, it is raining.
Lord.
It's calmed down. It's supposed to be flooding. I'm
Oh,
located in the
Bree
upper
is
west
turn,
coast.
Bree turned like that to give us hair color, y'all. She wanted to give us hair color.
I saw her. Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
what you saying?
We 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 see you, Bree. We see you.
Now what was that you were saying earlier, Zakia?
I said, ask me on the show. Ask me
Okay.
on the show.
Okay.
So you want to ask me?
We here.
Well, then ask me. I said, ask me on the show.
You always try to be fierce.
No, I said, ask me on the show. Or do you not want to?
Zakia,
Do you not want to ask me, and you just want me to answer? Do you want me to just answer?
look, no, I can ask.
Huh?
You always try to be fierce.
You want me? You want me to not?
Zakia, do you like my hair color?
Not hot.
Nah, all right.
I knew you know what?
You know
Don't worry
what,
about it.
Bree? Work, bitch.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you.
work. You get a work, bitch, bro.
Thank
I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you. It's a work bitch. It's a work bitch. I just
No,
want
the
to get.
reason, but I mean, I
I
was
just
kind
wanted
of
to get you
nervous,
together.
huh?
I just wanted to get you together.
No, I was kind of nervous because being dark skinned,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not a lot of colors that what I'm saying that looks good on us.
Mm.
And also besides, I didn't want to look like Wesley Snipes. We had that orange fucking hair, his fucking head, and how
That
dark
looks
skinned
good
he
on
was.
you. That
You know
looks
what I'm
good
saying?
on you, Bree.
I was like, oh no.
No, you giving us very much Chucky realness.
But listen, I'll take the realness part any day.
Well, look, did y'all
Strawberry wine, summertime,
No,
Bree.
it's cute. It's cute. It really is.
Thank you.
Yeah.
did y'all see the video of the reporter that finally got to ask Trump how he feel about telling the American people all them lies? And Trump said, "Who?" He said, "You, you." And Trump said, "Next question." It was the funniest video ever. I
Mm.
wish I could have set it up, but it was so hilarious. Trump didn't know what to do with himself.
Well, no. Did you see the video of the woman who ran over her husband because he was cheating on her?
Oh,
Yes, in
show me that,
Norfolk, was
girl.
that
Show me
Norfolk or Newport News?
Mm.
Down there in Brianna neighborhood.
Child,
Mm-hmm.
y'all rolling over y'all husbands down there?
Well, girl, when I get one, I roll over.
Well, I saw the video, and when I tell y'all, she hit that man with the bumper, and
She let him have it.
the people
Pull
were
it up.
standing,
Pull
the
it
I
up.
think
people,
I think he was dead.
where the people were saying he was dead, but Chad, they threw the sheet over that man, and he threw his arm up from up under that sheet, and they was like, "He alive, he alive." I said, "No," I said, "This can't be real."
Are you
I said,
serious?
and I
What?
said, I said, I know it's Virginia. Where the hell is this at?
No, did you hear about the black boy who I think it was yesterday. He got pulled over yesterday and he had his patient with him. I don't know if y'all seen that on Facebook. He had his patient with him and they pulled him out because they was doing some kind of stop or something and made him get on the ground and stuff. It was just saying he was just crying and stuff. I really couldn't get into it. But
Cornelia said the man that got hit by the car is in the hospital in ICU. And child, where the lady at in Virginia Beach precinct in the Virginia Beach jail or no?
Yeah, she ain't got no bond.
She shouldn't, baby. But she might get off on what do they call it? What's the charge, Zena?
insanity.
Insanity or like a crime of passion or something like that.
Well, you know what, my thing, somebody has said, well, y'all heard her in the video. She said she'd been with him for 18 years. She tired of it. Well, I've been with my man for 21 years, and we're married. I can talk a whole bunch of shit, but I'm not going to hurt him. I'm not going to kill him because I'm not going to get shit if I do that.
Do you know, do anybody know if it was a domestic situation or
it was cheating? It was cheating. She was mad that he had cheated on her, and one time too many, and she rolled him over, and she talked smack to him. She walked around his body. She said, "That's what you get," and she picked up the bumper and she hit him with the bumper. And she said she was tired of him cheating on her, everything she done did for him. And I said, "You's a fool because nothing gonna pay out for you. You don't get no money.
Nothing.
Your children may not get no money because of what you've done." See, people think about small stuff like your heart broke, but I think about the future. You got to think about some real life shit.
And Miss Kelly is rolling on the floor over there.
she laughing because I said this on Facebook. I'm not going, what am I going to kill him for? Like, people don't think. People don't think. She's stupid. And now she in there washing Juice's drawers as T64 inmate 6966. Look at this 911. That's Cornelius done put it in. Yeah, that's where she at. We're gonna write her.
Where she at?
We gonna write her. She down there in Virginia Beach. We gonna write her.
Oh well, honey, she gonna gag because they only eat 2 times on the weekend.
Well, she had a little meat on her bones.
How you know, Brianna?
Gotta go. That's what I heard. That they only eat brunch on the weekend.
Oh, that's tragic. They need to do better. Well, she gonna be mad. And I know she gonna be mad if she had any extra food stamps that's been going around. She is in the jail.
No commissary.
Well, you can't put no food stamps on the commissary. All the extra stamps is at home.
Well, I think this is the perfect time, Brianna, for you to start your prison outreach program that she talked about.
To reach out to her.
Yeah. She gonna have to do some serious community service when she get out that bitch.
So, you know what else? I want to shift the conversation, and something else that's been really getting on my nerves is COVID-19 testing and the just the length of time it takes to get the results.
That's because they're doing funny stuff and they goddamn testing people and saying is you positive and you ain't and causing hysterical and that's all they're doing.
Well, my daughter got a negative test.
But seriously,
I'm starting to question the legitimacy of the test and how do they know what the coronavirus is. This came up because Trump started that war when this really happened when he was on the UN floor and he basically said he is about patriotism. He is not about globalism and globalists. And that's really what the bigger war that we're fighting because, yeah, we have our own problems in America, but there's very much so foreign powers that are trying to run the world, if you will. So when he started coming out saying patriotism, no to the globalists, that's when this stuff really started coming out. And it's something that he wasn't prepared to be able to handle or they even have the test because this was made probably somewhere in a lab in China.
Well, what's funny about you saying made in a lab in China? So apparently Russia has come up with a vaccine.
They've been had one.
So, well, wait a minute. This gets
It came
funny.
from them.
So they have this vaccine. They've gotten it all the way to stage 3. They don't have any evidence of stage 3, but they say it works.
Mm.
I don't want it. But I honestly believe that China and Russia had a deal. And I think China gave them the vaccine. I believe that China's always had the vaccine. Now you're gonna upcharge the Americans for your vaccine.
Mm.
Hey Tiffany,
Hey, Tiffany.
I don't want your vaccine. No, thank you.
You know, it's crazy because I know a few people who have tried to get testing done. One, it's hard to get the test. Two, you got to have symptoms or whatever to get the test. Then, or come into contact with somebody, and then when you get the test, it takes forever. It like takes
Yeah.
longer than the old school HIV test to come back.
Oh my God, yes. And you talk about waiting tests. I mean that the test. I think it was that the first or second generation test, Akia?
Hmm.
And I mean, just the wait for that is just crazy. And God forbid something happened to your sample and then you have to wait all over again.
Yeah, but I mean, just imagine the length of time that it takes for you to get your result. And this is something that you don't even really know how it's being spread.
Right.
You know, we got some free
Cornelius
testing.
Cornelius Lennon said, Capital Area Health Network is offering free testing in Richmond Tuesdays and Thursdays from 11 to 3 p.m. Is
Okay.
there any do they like what are the requirements, Cornelius?
Oh, they got a 5-day turnaround. Okay.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so proud of my
I wonder if the
grandson.
coronaviruses, if the coronavirus tests are sitting around like them ballots in a pile somewhere.
Lord. I want to give a shout out to my grandson because he is really doing his thing. Give him some love. Cornelius Leonard, y'all.
I love Cornelius.
Yes.
Me too. Me too.
Hey,
So
just
proud. So
something.
proud.
Something just came across my desk.
Oh,
Oh,
Breathe with the T.
tell me,
It,
girl.
you ready?
breaking news.
Chair, this is like the crazy. It says 20-year-old charged after police say he live streamed himself breaking ATM with a hammer. Now,
Was that in Chicago?
yes, I didn't know that you could break an ATM with a hammer.
Oh, he not only broke it open, but he took the money out.
Mm.
But
They
then,
had a
And you film yourself doing this. You live
mhm,
stream yourself doing this. Then you deserve to go to jail.
Mhm.
facts.
Not hot.
Not hot.
Do the crime, pay the time.
You do the time.
oh no, but guess what? It was members of the community that helped officers to identify him.
6 9.
Yes, baby 6 9s. We need those in the community.
Snitches get stitches.
But you know, I'm really getting tired of that. You know, it's like when you're talking about kids being killed, you know, I don't care nothing about that rule because you got babies getting killed over foolishness. So you mean to tell me that you're gonna live by a code, a street you can't even afford to pay rent on, you don't pay rent on, you know, and I don't get it.
And
Because you
with
I
see,
mental
don't
health, with mental health being such an issue that we're facing too, mental health awareness, like when people could be experiencing and you see something, if you don't want to snitch or you don't want to say nothing, but I mean, it's
did you
signs and
did
stuff
you see
I'm
going
what one of the comments was? Y'all will tell on an MF breaking a ATM, but not the MF killing kids.
Mm,
And that's true.
mhm.
You
Just like
want to
all
be
the
the
human
neighborhood
trafficking going
watch.
on.
well, you can't ask for change and not be part of change, and that's anything. You know, you just can't do it. And you know, I'm not asking people, you know, to just go out there and everything you see, you know, you need to. But if your neighborhood is one of those neighborhoods that is having some issues, and you know the issues, you gotta. I think it's your right to do that,
You know?
unless you want to live like you live. Hey,
I agree. That's being a leader in the community. Sometimes you gotta step up. It's not about snitching. It's about giving people the help that they need, and we all gotta live in peace too. So if
but
there's
they
people
don't really
getting
want that.
killed,
Some of the people that talk a good game, who actually live there. I've seen them. They can say
Mhm.
one thing on Facebook, but that atmosphere you love. Like you love that. But on Facebook, you give us, I have to move. It is this bad. We know it's that bad.
And then I also think like those neighborhoods are very much like prison. That it conditions folks to a certain way of thinking.
Yeah.
So
And it's so funny you say that, Z, because I didn't grow up in the projects. I lived in the projects and I felt myself at one point before I left, knowing how it felt to wait for a check. That's not something you want to get accustomed to. So it had to be me to go back home with my mom, to say, you know what, I don't want to be like that. That
right,
isn't what I want to be or want my kids to see. So you have to have a little inkling of want to do better.
right. And then it becomes generational because that's what
Right.
you see, and that was the way of living for you. And it's got to be some goal setting and stopping that chain. Because
Yeah.
I know I wouldn't want no $700 check or no $600 check and be happy with that child.
I
Six hundred
wouldn't know what to do.
$600.
$600, yo. Like I'm sitting here like $600.
That's about four pairs of shoes for me for a pageant.
That's like that's like a whole 2 bingo sessions. No, 3 bingo sessions.
I know that's like your little stampers for big.
They're my instance.
Okay.
Instance. Shout out to
and
the
it,
bingo hall tomorrow.
and
Yes.
it's so
Shout
important
out,
for
shout out
nations.
to the, huh?
I was gonna say it's so important for nations to be in the community because, especially for us as the LGBT, we already have to stick together. We're already discriminated against. We always already
Mhm.
have to support each other. But we also want to be in the communities. We are the change, and when we're doing positive things, being supportive is so important. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
shout out to nations.
Sending love back to you, Craig.
That's great.
Yes, Canadians.
That's
Yeah.
right. Most definitely.
Change is important.
Most
So
definitely.
I want to end our show tonight on giving one of my very good friends a shout out. She will be here on September the 5th for the
Ooh, I
Sweetheart
gotta see
Invasion. Please make sure you get your tickets. You can get your tickets by visiting www.nationsfoundationrva.org. There's a limited amount of seating so that we can practice social distancing. So if you want to join us in person, please purchase your ticket. A mask will be required. We will be checking temperatures and all of that upon entering the event center. So please get your ticket, get your ticket, get your ticket. But I wanted to give a shout out to our MC for that evening, the lady Sophia McIntosh, on her
Yes, Mother
show
Hyena.
Are You Radio. She is doing the damn thing. We love you here in Virginia, Sophia, and we look forward to
Yes,
seeing
Sophia.
Yes, very much. We are
you.
you. She be like, we are you.
Yes, 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 yes. So look, give them some last thoughts as we leave the den, as we leave the den.
Well, 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 it's that time. Now it's time to say goodbye to all my Diva Den friends. Y'all have a good weekend because it's time to turn up.
Yes. So, thank y'all for tuning in. It's good to be back in the den. I hope to see you again. I just want to make sure that be love first, love always,
That's right.
and just remember the census. Please participate and fill out the census. The census is so important for allocating funds. So just make sure that you participate in the census. You take it serious. That way we can get funds. That way we can accomplish things. So just please fill out the census. Don't forget to register to vote. Make sure to clear that path because November on the way. And so we're in the fourth quarter. So cheers.
Hey.
Hey, cheers. I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. I have enjoyed the conversation with my panelists tonight. It is always a blast. We look forward to seeing you all next week. Please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Zakia Jamasier, and you can go there and find all of our past shows.
Yes.
Remember to stay safe during this time when
Yes.
we're social distancing, and know that our president and administration knows nothing about what's going on. So do everything to
Yes.
protect yourself and keep
Yes.
you and your family safe. Because we know these COVID tests are hard to get. We're going to give you some more information about that free drive-up testing at Capital Area Health Network. And remember, if you have any needs, issues, or in need of food testing, you can always reach out to Nations Foundation. And as always, we love you, and we're going to leave y'all with a big old yeah.
Fade to black.
Yeah.